Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're carrying on our Spanish half of the Perry Skirmish in a Box build. So this is the Spanish Guerilla pamphlet here that we saw in the first video, which just gives you some nice kind of colours of things, bits and bobs to do, different headgear they can have and such like, some volunteer guys, regular army and fatigues, that kind of thing. So lots of different ideas on this, but for us, we're just going to concentrate on the actual guerrillas themselves in this instance. But it's important to take note of the headgear here, around here, so the bandanas and the bicorns and the top hats. And the reason we need to look at top hats is because we're going to nick all them. So what we've done is we've nicked all the top hats. This is all Spanish stuff, more or less, for these line guys. So we have top hats, all from the Guerilla frame. I think you got maybe two in the line frame, maybe the marching Spanish line frame. You got a couple in that. But we nicked them, all the rest, from the Guerilla frame. And we have made a 12-man unit here of guys in top hats. One thing that's important to note with these ones is that we got these boyos in it as well. So we have a 12-man unit here, but we've got two drummers in there. Now, I couldn't find another use for the drummers because they have got that, they've got different gear on. So like they've got the kind of strap over the front of them for putting the drumsticks in and stuff. You could convert that away and make that into another guerilla guy and pinch another thing from another thing from another thing to make what you want. But to hell with it. Let's just have a couple of drummers in there. We've got a guy there who's going to be carrying a flag. Who knows what that'll even look like. Doesn't even matter. The important thing is we've got the 12 guys in the top hats, which is very important. So what did that leave us with then? So we'll put them off. What did that leave us with? So we needed to make a couple of command guys, because obviously we need command guys. So we have a line command guy, looking pretty epic, and he had two little, I'm calling them ablative wound guys. That's a little bit cruel on those guys. It's basically a small kind of little companion unit that goes with him. So that's, as far as I know, that's two line guys as well, because they've got their backpacks on and stuff there. So that's two line guys to go with him. So he's the leader of the line, the 12-man line blob. All right, so pop him to one side. Now we got to the kind of semi-fun bit, which was making the guerilla. So we started off trying to make a guerilla leader, and we used this guy. So he has got a muckle great big bicorn on there, which just makes, but I mean we can paint him in an epic cool color, and he's got his hand out there ready like he's going to be dueling somebody like so. So he also has a couple of companions to go with him there, just to make a two-man leader squad there, so he can try and give his guerrillas some command and control, is the kind of hope anyway, if you can kind of keep up with them and look after them. So that was him. Now the guerrillas themselves, we used all the top hats, pretty much all of them anyway, so we had to just go rifling through to see what else we could find. I actually gave away all the bicorns from the Spanish line for a mate of mine who's doing the project when he's making the French gendarmes. So he went, oh, epic, I'll take all those heads. And I went, you have all those heads, my friend, because there's plenty in here. So it's that kind of sock head thing, the bandana, a couple of the other kind of top hats that look kind of not as top hatty. They're more kind of like a kind of, I don't know, a weird kind of hat. There's a guy in a kind of true top hat kind of thing. I'm calling them top hats. I don't know what they're really called, but you get the kind of idea. On this unit as well, we've got the as you can see, we've managed to get some of the guys carrying the muskets like this. You can see one there. So that actually comes from the Spanish line marching box, I'm sure, but it looks Guerilla-y to me, so it can go on him. That guy's carrying a musket that way as well. That can go on him. I think it's pretty epic how you can just bung all the stuff on these guys and make something as flavoursome as you kind of like. So that's one 6-man blob. The other one, which again, we've got some kind of different kind of weapons. Now these ones here, I actually used, these guys have got French muskets. Just because I liked that shooting pose, because they can be kind of all hiding behind the rocks and stuff, ready to kind of jump out and snipe away at a dastardly Frenchman, or even a Neuchâtel guy if he's wandering along. So they're French muskets, I'm pretty sure, on there. We're just shaved a bit off. It doesn't really matter. We can catch all these things in the painting. Really doesn't matter too much to me. Again, it just shows the kind of flexibility of the kit. Pretty cool. That's another 6-man blob. And the last 6-man blob, this guy's, they've got some more. So they've got the wee blunderbussy kind of guns, more marching guys, a running guy, and that guy. A guy there who's actually got a French shackle on. So he's obviously taken that off somebody for some reason. But he's wearing it now, so that's cool. There's another guy marching with the kind of carrying the kind of either blanket or trench coat over his shoulder there. Again, I just think that looks totally cool, and it didn't really fit with my 12-man line guys, so it could just bounce into this box. And that's a bare-headed French guy as well, just in there, because I just wanted to variate the heads around and not have, since I'd pinched all the top hats. Now, it's a couple of miniatures missing from here, which I couldn't really make fit, and I tried to desperately, but I couldn't really make them fit anywhere. So we've just made them up as they are, and that's the Spanish Sappers. So I didn't think they'd fit in with the top hat 12-man unit. So I went, well, you know, why not just make them up as Sappers, and then we are having a skirmish game, so why can't we be escorting these guys to do something on a bridge, or destroy something, or fix something, or basically just using them as kind of, well, just wee objectives or missions or something of that kind of ilk, because I just couldn't make them fit. But I mean, that's every figure used, and I mean, there's bound to be a scenario using some Sappers there, and you get to paint that cool kind of that kind of flame down the back, if that's what it's called, which will be pretty, well, it'll be quite difficult in contrast, but we'll try it anyway. So that's basically the Spanish side. So it's just a case of getting these bad boys painted up, and yeah, I'm still thinking it's an amazing box, mind, and how the pairs have got, I mean, all this came from, there was only that one wee Guerilla sprue, and then just little bits added on, and now they've got the new Guerilla box coming out. I tell you what, you're going to be able to make some pretty epic stuff, like. But I will keep painting away, and then once I've got a how to paint video, if anybody's interested, they can look back and see how we clatter some paint onto these bad boys, and then eventually get a wee skirmish game going. So yeah, well, thanks very much, and yeah, once I get some paint on, I'll post up another wee video. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers for now.